InterswitchSPAK is an IntersWitch Switch a Future initiative.
Welcome to the finals of the 4th season of InterswitchSPAK National Science Competition, Kenya. To those joining us from all around the world, we say thank you. We are about to witness a show of brilliance from our 6 finalists who have been relentless in their pursuit for success for the past 12 weeks. It is InterswitchSPAK Kenya 4.0, courtesy of IntersWitch. Never stop. As this is the crescendo of the season, we have special guests with us in studio. They're representatives from the organizations that have made this show possible and are making the dreams of our students come alive. To give the welcome address is Romana Rajput, the Country Regional Manager of IntersWitch Kenya. Kindly give it up for her.
It is my pleasure to be here today and to welcome you to all to the finals of the InterswitchSPAK 4.0 National Science Competition. Over 2,200 Form 3 students registered from the competition from across Kenya, a 45% increase from last year's numbers. At IntersWitch, we are inspired by our vision for a prosperous Africa driven by the exchange of value and commerce. But 5 years ago, it became quite clear that this dream was only possible if Africans were equipped with the knowledge required to solve the unique challenges that plague our continent. Statistics reveal that less than 25% of African higher education students pursue STEM-related career and fields. Considering the role of STEM education in determining the future prosperity of a nation, we decided to do something to correct this shortfall. Before I round off, I must specially acknowledge the support of the Government of Kenya, the Ministry of Education, and all the educators, including teachers and principals, who have been instrumental in preparing the participants for the competition and ensuring its success. I must also thank the team at IntersWitch, as well as our technical partners, Just Media, for all the hard work that has gone into making this initiative a great success.
The government of Kenya is committed to the realization of the bottom-up transformation agenda, which the Education Charter really demonstrates the way that technology is key. When you focus on places, when seeking to change an environment, the most obvious place to begin is the physical setting. And the ministry has invested a lot in infrastructure enhancement in schools. And therefore, the ministry has continuously reviewed the STEM-related policies and strategies to guide STEM implementation. And for all of us in this room today, it is that bit of strong partnerships that I want to underscore. And as I conclude, I want to tell our young ones, the sky is the limit. We encourage you as we move on. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Elijah Mungai. And your words have now set the tone for the final episode of InterswitchSPAK Kenya 4.0. What is the coveted prize? We've been told before, but let me just reiterate. The winner of InterswitchSPAK Kenya 4.0 will go home with a university scholarship worth 1.5 million Kenya shillings. The student in second place will be awarded a university scholarship worth 750,000 Kenya shillings, and the student in third place will be awarded a university scholarship worth 150,000 Kenya shillings. It's a lot to win, and our students deserve all of it. It is time to meet our finalists. Kyrie, what is special about the final?
The finals decides who is the best STEM student in Kenya. So that is a very prestigious title, which I believe will go to the best person here.
Will that be you?
Hopefully.
Hopefully. One way to find out after the show, but we are very glad to have you here. Kibet?
Yes.
Good to see you again.
Thank you.
Kibet, do you have any hidden talents, or maybe just a talent that you'd like to share with us?
Yes, I can play football.
You can play football?
Yes.
Very well. There you go. I knew there was running somewhere in your blood. Thank you so much, Kibet. Welcome to the finals.
Thank you.
Contestants, you've done this before, but in the foundation round, you will attempt 12 general science questions, each question within 15 seconds. Marks are awarded based on an individual's accuracy and speed. The stage is set. It is the finals of InterswitchSPAK Kenya 4.0. Here comes foundation round question 1. Which of the following organisms have an exoskeleton? Which of the following organisms have an exoskeleton? Is it the leech, nereids, the housefly, or ferretima? Which of the following organisms have an exoskeleton? Emmanuel?
It's the housefly.
The housefly? The housefly is the correct answer, earning 10 points each, Emmanuel and Emmanuel. Question 2. The wavelength of the fundamental note of a half-meter long guitar string is it 200 centimeters, 50 centimeters, 10 centimeters, or 100 centimeters? The wavelength of the fundamental note of a half-meter long guitar string is what? And it seems none of the contestants got it right. Remember, speed is as important as accuracy. Question 3. From the graph, the value of d in the equation y equals to d minus x is it minus 1, 0, 2, or 1? From the graph, the value of d in the equation y equals d minus x is what? This is how you fared in question 3. 10 points to Edgar and Kyrie. Question 4. What is the basicity of acetic acid? What is the basicity of acetic acid? Is it 2, 1, 5, or is it 4? What is the basicity of acetic acid? Acetic acid will have a basicity of 1, all right? Question 5. How many valence electrons does calcium have? How many valence electrons does calcium have? Is it 8, 4, 2, or 5? How many valence electrons does calcium have? The correct answer is 2. If you didn't know, now you know. Let's find the results. Oh, points all around. Congratulations to our contestants. Let's proceed with question 6. In a class of 20 boys and 15 girls, what is the probability of selecting one boy? In a class of 20 boys and 15 girls, what is the probability of selecting one boy? Is it 4 out of 7, 1 out of 5, 7 out of 5, or 6 out of 7? Earning 10 points, we have Kyrie and Emmanuel Otieno. It seems you need to stretch a bit, maybe get that blood flowing from your head to your toes. As you do that, we will take a short break, but stay with us.
In 2018, IntersWitch started a journey to change the future of African students through STEM education, a niche with very powerful tool for growth and development of the African continent.
Sometimes all you need to do is just ignite something. The thing is there already, the passion is there, but sometimes that ignition creates the right spark to move us in the right direction. And I think what InterswitchSPAK has done is to create that spark.
Since then, we have directly reached over 80,000 students and over 6,000 schools participation in Nigeria with the InterswitchSPAK initiative. With over $6 million committed towards STEM-focused impact across Africa, InterswitchSPAK has fulfilled the dreams of at least 45 SPAK stars in Nigeria to pursue their tertiary education at reputable schools in Nigeria, UK, and beyond. Through initiatives like this, IntersWitch continues to inspire Africa to greatness. IntersWitch, never stop.
Welcome back. You are watching the final of InterswitchSPAK National Science Competition Kenya 4.0. We are off to a flying start. We've already completed 6 questions in the foundation round. Contestants, 6 more questions to go. Question 7. The part labeled 1 is called the what? The part labeled 1 is that the rectum, the midgut, the foregut, or the hindgut? What is the part labeled 1? Wycliffe?
I wrote midgut.
Midgut? Midgut is indeed the correct answer based on the results. Wycliffe, Kibet, Kiarie, you earned 10 points. Next question. The force required to just make a 10 kg object move along a horizontal surface where the coefficient of friction is 0.25 is it 100, 25, 50, or 400 newtons? What is the force required? 25 newtons is the correct answer. These are the results for that question. We proceed to question 9. The solution set of the inequality 3x plus 6 is greater than or equal to 18 is given by, is it A, x to x less than 4, less than or equal to 4, B, x to x greater than or equal to 4, C, x to x equals to 4, or D, x to x greater than or equal to 8. Contestants, if you did not know this, the correct answer is option B, x to x greater than or equal to 4. Question 10. Identify the image above. Identify the image above. Is that a battery? Is that a capacitor? Is that a resistor? Or is that a transistor? The image shown above, is it a battery, a capacitor, a resistor, or is it a transistor? As we say here on the show, every moment is a learning moment. However, 3 contestants were able to get it right, earning themselves 10 points. Question 11. The level of organization in sponges is what? The level of organization in sponges is organ level, tissue level, system, or is it cellular level? The level of organization in sponges is cellular level. This is the final question in the foundation round of the finals of InterswitchSPAK Kenya 4.0. Contestants, make sure you give it your best. Here comes question 12. What is the name of the compound given above? What is the name of the compound given above? Is that butanol? Is that butane? Is that butene? Or is it butine? What is the name of the compound given above? Is it butanol, butane, butene, or butine? These are the results of that last question. We have 6 contestants on stage. Only 4 of them will be moving on to the advanced round. We're going to take a short breather and find out who proceeds to the advanced round.
Let me tell you a story. Our story blooms over 2 decades ago in a humble university dorm room where the weight of the dark put a strain on our hands. A stain on the sheet where we mapped out our plans. But innovation lit our eyes with a fire to blaze the trail, to change Africa, one solution, one transaction at a time. Our ears listened to the chimes, the buzzing tune of bright ideas. We stretched out our hands, and remember what we did? We flipped the switch. We flipped the switch, it was no ordinary motion. It was to herald a new notion. It is a champion's charge, your invitation to stand on our shoulders. It is your time for elevation. So go ahead, flip that switch, build that business, scale that hitch. Africa's future is waiting on us, and what looks like the sky is only the dew. We are on the brink of something new, because at IntersWitch, we never stop. So you don't stop.
Welcome back. You're watching the final stage of InterswitchSPAK Kenya 4.0. We are very smart students on set today. However, 2 contestants will drop out of the race right now. Wycliffe, What sort of change would you like to make in the world?
I'd like to look for an alternative source of fuel for automotive vehicles.
That sounds very challenging, but I know you're up to the task. Unfortunately, Kibet, this is the end of your InterswitchSPAK journey. But don't let your light dim in life. You can make it very far. I wish you the very best, Kibet. Kindly give it up for him as he exits the stage. The next person to exit the stage, having tied in points with Kibet, that's 40 points. I'm sorry to say, Edgar, this is the end of your SPAK journey. Thank you very much. Kindly give it up for him too. Kibet and Edgar will each earn 5,000 Kenya shillings as a stipend. This show is surely rewarding to each and every one of our contestants. Contestants, once again, you're facing the quickfire round. To determine the order of play, here is the take-a-turn puzzle. Match the following hydrocarbons with their corresponding classes. Match the following hydrocarbons with their corresponding classes. Everyone has done it. This is the sequence of play. Kiarie going first, Emmanuel going second, Wycliffe going third, and Emmanuel Moura going fourth. Kiarie, what change would you like to make in Kenya or the world as a whole?
I'd like to improve the education systems because at the moment they do not comprise of enough to release these students into the bigger world, which I believe needs to be changed.
You're the one who told us you'd like to pursue robotics, yes?
Yes.
All right, so it's still in the line of artificial intelligence. Well, Kiarie, I wish you the very best of luck in that pursuit.
Thank you.
Kiarie, are you ready?
My name is Kiarie Muranga, and I'm ready to SPAK.
Kiarie, now is your time to SPAK. What is the circulation of protoplasm in cells? The process of gamete formation is called?
Gametogenesis.
What are hydrocarbons with 3 covalent bonds called?
Alkynes.
What is the formula of compound formed when calcium combines
chloride.
with
CaCl2.
a solution that contains the maximum amount of solute that can be dissolved under the condition at which the solution
Saturated
exists
solution.
is? What term defines the combining power of an element? Solve 2 into brackets z plus 5 equals z.
Pass.
Find the 2 consecutive odd numbers that sum up to 40.
19 and 21.
Add 5 BC, 3 BC, and 4 B.
8 BC plus 4B.
Factorize p to the power of 2 minus 3p.
P into P minus 3.
What is the circulation of protoplasm in cells? Solve 2 into brackets z plus 5, which equals z. You're solving for z. So just last question.
Z is negative 10.
Thank you very much. Kiarie, kindly give it up for him. Emmanuel Otieno,
Yes.
let us know what you'd like to study in school and how you'll use that to change Kenya and the world.
I'd like to study medicine and surgery after my Form 4 examination so that I can find a better way to prevent and cure brain tumors.
That is quite a great goal. Remember, do not let anyone make you lose your spark or forget your dreams.
My name is Emmanuel Otieno and I'm ready to SPAK.
Emmanuel Otieno, now is your time to SPAK. The ability of living things to respond to internal and external stimuli of the cell are the sites for respiratory enzymes. What year were the Portuguese expelled from Kenya?
1920.
How many days are there in June?
31.
The smallest ocean in the world is?
Indian Ocean.
Who invented electricity?
Thomas Edison.
A boy of weight 300 newtons climbs to the top. What is the mechanical advantage of a machine load? A pump lifts water into an overhead tank. The ability of a capacitor to store electric charge is known as? The ability of living things to respond to internal and external stimuli is called? What year were the Portuguese expelled from Kenya? How many days are there in June? What is the smallest ocean in the world?
Indian Ocean.
Who invented electricity?
What?
A boy of weight 300 newtons climbs the top of a hill of height 5 meters. The work done by the boy against the force of gravity is what? It's your last question.
1,500.
Thank you very much. Kindly give it for Emmanuel Otieno. Wycliffe?
Yes.
Kindly remind us what you'd like to study at the university level, where and why.
I'd like to take a course of automotive engineering, University of Harvard.
Harvard University?
Yes.
Thank you very much for expounding. It seems you've really done research into your passion, and I'm really hopeful that you're going to be able to achieve that in future. Wycliffe, are you ready?
My name is Wycliffe Hatsali and I'm ready to SPAK.
Wycliffe, now is your time to spark. Organism that consists of two or more cells are called?
Multicellular.
The organelle that controls all life activities of a cell?
Nucleus.
What is the shape of
Pass.
p orbital? The group of elements in the periodic table
Group
are often
7.
referred to as halogens. What is the shortcut for undo function on computers?
Pass.
What is the 60-year anniversary
Pass.
called? What number would give 44 when subtracted from 20?
24.
Find the consecutive even numbers that sum up to 50.
26, 24.
The density D of an object of mass m which occupies volume is given. What is the rate of flow of electric
Current.
charge around a circuit? What is the shape of
Pass.
p orbital? What is the shortcut
Pass.
of undo? A 60-year anniversary
Pass.
is called? A number would give 44 when subtracted from 20.
64.
The density D of an object. That is it. Kindly give it up for Wycliffe. Now, Emmanuel Mora from Kagumo High. How are you today?
I'm okay.
You're okay?
Yeah.
Who's watching you today?
My friends, my classmates, my teachers, and my family.
And your family.
Yes.
I'm sure they're very proud of you for having made it this far, and whatever happens, you're going to do great. Emmanuel, are you ready?
My name is Emmanuel Mora from Kagumo Boys High School, and I'm ready to spark.
Emmanuel, now is your time to spark. The organelle which contains DNA that stores genetic traces.
Nucleus.
The what girdle is found around the
Pass.
shoulder. Atom or groups of atoms which possess an electric charge is called?
Ion.
What two atoms of the same element bond together, the substance formed is a?
Molecule.
What metal is liquid at room
Mercury.
temperature? What is the tallest mountain
Mount
in the world?
Everest.
How many hours are there in 10 days?
240.
Factorize 4k to the power of 2 plus 12k.
4k, k plus 3. 4k.
What is the potential energy possessed by body by virtue of its height above the ground level?
Pass.
The pressure P at the base of a container that is filled to height h with liquid of density D is given
Pass.
as? What is the girdle that's found
Pass.
around the shoulder? The potential energy possessed by a body by virtue of its height above the ground level is?
Potential energy.
The pressure P at the base of a container that is filled to height h with a liquid of density D is given as? This is your last question.
As pressure.
Kindly give it up for Emmanuel. Our contestants have attempted questions in the advanced round. We need clear winners. However, we have a tie. In order to break the tie, it is time for the sudden end. Here comes the sudden end question. What is the mean of 3, 3, 6, 8, 10? Emmanuel Otieno, you're the first, the buzzer. Give me an answer.
6.
Emmanuel Otieno has given us an answer as 6. If it is incorrect, Emmanuel, you'd have dropped out of the race. However, if it is correct, it means you have superseded Wycliffe. 6 is indeed the correct answer to that sudden end question. Congratulations, Emmanuel Otieno. And now we have our clear top 3 winners on InterswitchSPAK Kenya 4.0. What an amazing time it has been. It is time to present the prizes. The second runners-up of this final episode of InterswitchSPAK Kenya 4.0, and coming forward to receive his award, kindly give a welcoming round of applause to Emmanuel Otieno. The first runners-up of InterswitchSPAK Kenya 4.0, being awarded a 750,000 Kenya shilling university scholarship is Emmanuel Maora. Kindly give it up for him. It has been an absolutely amazing experience for the past 13 weeks as we have seen our contestants battling it out for this ultimate prize. It is time to crown our winner. The Chief Customer Experience Officer, Oremei Aka, kindly welcome. We are glad to have you on the show today. I'd also like to welcome Dr. Elijah Mungai, the Director of Projects for the Ministry of Education, Kenya. Ms. Oremei, you've been with us on this final episode. Just let us know what your experience has been and your word of congratulations to our winners.
Super excited. Excited for the participants, the Super Sparks. Again, I say you're all winners. Congratulations. Excited for Africa. Excited about the fact that we are feeding the pipeline of potential inventors and people that will change the world. That is the vision of IntersWitch, to inspire Africa, and we are so excited to be able to live it out. Fantastic.
Thank you very much. And now, the ultimate winner of InterswitchSPAK National Science Competition Kenya 4.0 and going home with a university scholarship worth 1.5 million Kenya shillings. Kindly, a round of applause for Kiarie. Congratulations to you. Kindly come forward. What a great achievement to have you here on the show and having done so well. There is such a vibrating energy in the studio today as we crown the winners of InterswitchSPAK Kenya 4.0. What an exhilarating time it has been. We had Jemima Jane, Carl Mwangi, Hussein Gufu, and today, Kiarie. If you want to be one of our winners, kindly sign up. Let your school sign you up, and I might just see you in Season 5. Thank you very much to our sponsors, Ministry of Education, UNESCO, our teachers, our schools, our chaperones, and mostly to our students. It has been InterswitchSPAK National Science Competition Kenya 4.0, proudly brought to you by IntersWitch. Never stop.
Yes, you can be everything that you choose. You gotta try. But you gotta try.
InterswitchSPAK is an Interswitch Switch a Future initiative.